Alright, so what's up? My name's Jose, and I'm gonna be teaching you guys how to make a fire with steel wool and a battery for after high school when you need to make a fire, like during camping or maybe there's a blackout. You'll be able to make fire and then provide heat and light to your loved ones. So for the fire, this is the stuff that we're gonna be needing. We are going to be needing steel wool, and what we need is the real steel wool. I found out the hard way that there's actually synthetic steel wool which will not work for this project, so we have to make sure that you get the steel wool that's the most finest grade, and unlike this one which is more thicker, this is grade 3, and the difference between them is compare this one to the one I'm about to show you. You can see how thick it is and how much if you pull it you won't really be able to see through it. Compared to the most finest one, it's more of a little fine grade. It's easier to pull. If you pull it enough you can see through it. It's just that fine. So this is the one that we need for the experiment. And what you also need are 9-volt batteries. You have to make sure that you get the actual good high drain batteries. You can't get cheap batteries. You have to get the most durable and most powerful batteries. And for this one I'm going to use the Energizer Max, which are just pretty good batteries. And I am also going to get to burn my Lying with Statistics book report I didn't even read on. Got an A still, but this is what we're gonna do. We are going to get some steel wool, and we are going to make sure that we pull it apart little by little. You can see it just comes off, and it's not much of a struggle. So we have a little blanket of steel wool. Then we crumble it up and we put it right there in the center of the paper. Now what I like to do is get the corners of the paper here, corners of the paper here, corners of the paper here, and then just crumble it up just a smidge so that I can hold its form. That way, no matter how much I let it go, the paper and the steel wool are still going to be touching. So now we go to the little base that we have on the ground, and we have to make sure that the wind isn't hitting it as much. So what we get with the 9-volt, you can come closer. When we come to the 9-volt, we just merely touch it, and then after it touches, the little volt is gonna send electricity through the little steel. And then after it does, we will have to make blow on it and still put pressure in it so that the heat can build up. So it goes like this. I am God. And when you're in your campfire, you want to make sure that you have more stuff to burn, you have more kindling, you have more wood, and that way the fire can last longer and be able to put out more flame and better lasting your flame is going to be. And that's how you make a fire, just using steel wool and a battery.